the lovely Celia of Facebook I met through the Chow and Chatter Facebook page. She's a really wonderful person, a great commenter, and a really sweet lady, and she's also I'm sure a fantastic geriatrician. She asked me to do a few tips on nutrition in the elderly. So here are some of my observations as a registered dietitian. One of the things as you get older is your thirst sensation, your ability to feel thirsty diminishes. So try to make sure you drink enough to stay healthy and hydrated, and also to help regular bowel movements. Another factor is sometimes you may have a lower vitamin D as you get older. So try and get daily walks and some fresh air to stimulate a healthy appetite and some good sunlight. Maybe have plenty of omega-3 found in walnuts, and oily fish like salmon, trout, mackerel, and mushrooms are also an excellent source of vitamin D. The social aspect of eating, as people get older, they may be widowers or have less company at meal times, and this kind of affects your appetite. You don't feel like just cooking for one, so try to invite family over. Go out for dinner, call your friends, try to get that social aspect of eating. It really makes eating more enjoyable. If you do suffer with a loss of appetite, and sometimes our ability of tasting different foods tends to decrease as we age too, that kind of makes food less enjoyable. Use more fresh herbs and spices in your cooking to give it more flavour. That can sometimes help. Smaller portions, sometimes if you have a large plate of food, it can overface you and it just puts you off eating it all together, and you can always have seconds. Use the leftovers. When you do feel like you have the energy to cook great meals, cook and keep leftovers in the fridge or freeze portions for later. That will help too. You want a diet based on the MyPlate, myplate.gov. So try to have half of your plate being fresh fruits and vegetables, and a quarter being your protein, be that chicken or fish or beans, lentils, pulses, tofu. Try to have lean sources of protein, so cut the visible fat off. Use healthy oils like olive oil, canola oil for cooking. And then have the other half being whole grains, barley, wheat berries, oats, whole wheat pastas, great healthy foods with lots of variety. Cook foods from around the world and have fun with cooking. Really enjoy different foods and different flavours, so you get enjoyment from your cooking. If you have diabetes or renal disease or high cholesterol, I'd really recommend you consulting a registered dietitian. Your general practitioner can refer you for one-on-one tailored nutritional advice. Those are some of the tips that I've noticed working with older folks, just some factors to think about. But food is always an enjoyable part of life, whatever stage of life you're in. So hopefully, even if you're spending more time alone, try and still get enjoyment from your food.